I raised the hammer and smashed the scum's kneecaps to pieces, then looped steel cable around him and hoisted him up like a pig. Every time his shattered legs touched the ground, he felt bone-deep, searing pain. Then I closed the door and smiled while listening to his screams. Since my daughter was raped and murdered, this was the first time I'd smiled. That morning before school, she gave me a hug, but when I saw her again that afternoon, she was a cold corpse. Her panties lay discarded nearby. Blood stained her thighs. My hands shook as I straightened her clothes. The pain so bad I couldn't breathe. The police quickly identified the killer, but after he was caught, he showed no remorse. Instead, he flashed a smug grin because he knew there was no death penalty. Just thinking of that arrogant face made my wife break down in tears. Since the law wouldn't give me the justice I wanted, I decided to bypass the law and take care of it myself. The next day, I drugged the transport driver, then followed the prison van in my car. When the drug kicked in, I flashed a doctor's ID, gained the cops' trust, and drove off with the prisoner. Halfway there, I knocked the killer out and switched vehicles, then brought him to the private hell I'd built just for him. The first day he was here, he refused to admit his crime, so I smashed both his kneecaps without hesitation. Hearing his screams, I finally felt this was real punishment. The second day, I woke him up with a stream of piss, then stomped on his ruined knees, making him wish for death. Afterward, I called my wife, but she begged me to come home. She didn't want to lose her husband after losing her daughter. I told her this was only the beginning. In 5 days, it would be our daughter's birthday. That day, I'd kill him, then turn myself in. After hanging up, I aimed the shotgun at the killer in rage. Every second, I wanted to blow his head off, but I held back because I refused to let him die easy. The third day, I strung him up again and whipped him with iron chains, venting every ounce of my fury. Even after he passed out from the pain, I didn't stop. After a night's rest, he still hadn't woken up. Afraid he'd die too soon, I checked his vitals and put him on N4. I needed him alive until our daughter's birthday. When he finally came to, I strapped him to the operating table. I wanted him to feel new pain every single day. I prepared a special drug. It paralyzes the body completely, but leaves the mind perfectly aware. Once it took effect, I hooked him to a ventilator to keep him from dying suddenly. Then I placed my daughter's photo on his chest. I sliced open his abdomen, cut out one of his kidneys, stir-fried it into kidney flour porridge, and force-fed it to him.